Oh my God, you guys come in here. The police have released the name of the prescription pills that were strewn across the countertop with Gene Hackman and his wife. On top of that, there is new evidence coming out proving that this theory of carbon monoxide cannot be true. There's been autopsy and toxicology. It has been labeled suspicious, but it has not been upgraded to a murking investigation. But people think it will go that route. We're going to talk about that. You guys, let's get into this. Okay, some of the most shocking things that we've actually found out about the Gene Hackman passing is that there was a scene where when they walked in, the wife was on the bathroom floor with a space heater by her. There were pills strewn across the counter and on the floor, and Gene Hackman was in the mudroom, and it looked like he had actually maybe passed away from the fall. Now, and there was also a German Shepherd that was deceased in the closet by the bathroom where Gene Hackman's wife, Betty, was. Okay, so you guys get this. A lot of people said the same thing I did. Okay, could it have been something nefarious? No, the cops said there was no sign of foul play, at least on the surface, hence why they're doing autopsy and toxicology. What does the family have to say? We did a video about that. Gene's daughter, who everybody said she was closest to him, said she only talks to him every few months. On top of that, she's not going to Santa Fe to identify anything until the police have completed their investigation. Now, I'm not going to lie, I thought that was weird, but people brought up a good point. His children are not young. They're in their 60s. On top of that, they just had a parent pass. So perhaps, right? Perhaps you don't want to deal with that. But if that's the case, why are you pushing carbon monoxide when the gas company has come out and said, couldn't be, we don't find any traces? And the community at large was like, yeah, it couldn't be, because there's ways you can find residual traces. Let's get into the dog theory, and then we're going to talk about the medication that was found. Okay, actually, let's talk about the medication that was found, and then we'll come back to the dog theory, okay? The investigators have revealed the rugs they found inside the mummified actor's home alongside haunting document. What were the rugs? Because again, with those prescription pills, yeah, I get it. Well, get this. It looks like the medication that was strewn across the counter, one, they had prescriptions for it, and two, amid the speculation of their mystery cause of death, including suggestions of carbon monoxide, blah, 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 they have found a common thyroid medication and diltiazem, okay? It's spelled diltiazem, alongside with Tylenol. Now, you know, I ran to the internet to be like, wait, what is that? Thinking maybe it's Xanax, maybe it was an accidental OD, maybe they decided to end everything together. I don't know. At this point, it's mystery. We need answers. Well, apparently that provides no answers at all, because diltiazem is a common blood pressure medication along with common thyroid medications. Now, I looked into it. It can cause death if too much is ingested, but the way it causes it is they slightly interfere with heart function. And on top of that, it is completely, even the manufacturer said, it is extreme. There are extremely few fatalities have been recorded, even when people have taken dozens of those pills at the same time in attempted murking. So people have tried to end it all and taken handfuls, and it was still extremely, extremely real. On top of that, when they saw the pills and they added them up, there's no way, because you only get it for 30 days at a time, all the pills seem to be accounted for. On top of that, they found a 2025 planner, and they found all the health records. Again, the daughter said that Betty took such good care of Gene. I guess she was a very organized person, but why were the health records actually in the bathroom? They found 2 pills, a 2025 calendar, and health records. I don't know. Maybe she was calling a doctor, all right? But let's get into the whole carbon monoxide thing, because I think that's actually really interesting, okay? Hear me out. The police said, we don't think it's carbon monoxide, and we're upgrading it to suspicious death because we don't know what happens to it. If you guys don't know, suspicion is right before they do a full-on murder. investigation, okay? Suspicious means, and I'll go through because I looked at with the Santa Fe, they say that suspicious is a cause of death that is unclear, unexplained, or appears unusual. However, there is no immediate evidence of foul play. Immediate evidence would be some type of struggle, bruising, blood on the floor. You guys know how that goes, okay? The purpose is to determine how and why the person died. Now, what is the process? They do autopsy and toxicology reports. If you guys don't know, autopsy reports can take months. The Santa Fe Police Department said they think it's going to take 90 days for it to come out. They do scene analysis. They look for unusual circumstances, including signs of struggle. There were none. Odd positioning or lack of expected evidence. It seems like in this case, the lack of expected evidence is really what's kind of cluing them in, because if there was a natural cause of death, it would be very, very easy to find it. Also, witness interviews. Friends, family, and last known contacts may provide insight. Forensic testing, that's what they're doing now. They're checking for injuries, internal poisons, or other unexplained factors. What's the biggest unexplained? That dog sitting in the closet that was passed away, even though there were two other healthy dogs. One was inside the house sitting next to the deceased wife, and the other one was running around. It implies that they were able to freely come in and out of the house. Maybe it was a doggy door. They lived in New Mexico in a $3.8 million house. Okay, but here's the thing. I asked a few toxicology experts about carbon monoxide poisoning and animals, okay? And they said that, and they said, Tisa, I'm going to read the text messages. They said, Tisa, listen, dogs are more sensitive to CO than humans because of their smaller size and faster breathing rate. So if it was carbon monoxide, the dogs, plural, especially the second one in there, would have succumbed. The fact that there was only one dog and it was passed away, they had some good questions. Was the closet door that the dog was in open or shut? Because if Gene and his wife had passed away first and the dog unfortunately had gotten trapped in that closet, then the dog would have died because he couldn't have access to food or water. Again, it's a German Shepherd. I would think that a dog would claw through a wooden closet door or bite through it and the other dogs would help, but we don't know. Again, it's all very morbid anyway when you think about it, okay? They also said that Gene, don't forget, was found, and they said it looked like he had died from a fall. This is why they first initially suspected carbon monoxide, because they said a person exposed to high levels of carbon monoxide may feel dizzy, weak, confused, and nauseous before losing consciousness. If they are standing or moving, they might collapse where they are. Some people may try to move but become disoriented and unable to function before they pass away. This could be with the wife and everything's strewn on the floor because she basically passed out. Same thing with Gene. It looks like he passed away. They're thinking from the fall. However, where is traces of carbon monoxide? Let's also not forget that they said that, this is actually very important. Again, the gas company said they didn't find any traces. However, they were mummified. And if you didn't look at the last video, to be mummified, that means that you have been passed away for a minimum of signs of mummification, a minimum of 2 weeks, going up to 4 before you go to the next stage. So basically, they've been passed away for weeks. Again, this mystery keeps growing. The New Mexico police are going to put together a press conference, but one thing we have to know is what happened to Gene and his wife. He was one of Hollywood's most beloved people. And again, people want answers. Rest assured, the New Mexico police says that they are working 100% on this. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.